let me say a hearty good morning and welcome once again to all our listeners. Those of you listening via Classic Radio at 105.5, 105.9, good morning and welcome. Those of you who are viewing via GBN TV, how are you this morning? You're viewing Channel 7, Channel 11 or Channel 20, good morning to you also. Certainly hope that you're having an A-OK morning thus far. And thanks for being with us here on the Mid-Morning Buzz. From time to time here on the Mid-Morning Buzz, we go to various places, and businesses where we, of course, get to speak with the actual owners of the business, talk about their products, or services, and so forth that they do offer. And, on Wednesdays, there's no exception to the rule, folks. We head down to the Wireman's house every Wednesday, just around this time, and speak to them about, the products and services that's available within. And we will be focusing on stuff this morning, so we're going to go over and say good morning to Miss Duncan. Miss Duncan, good morning and welcome. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. Good morning to you, GT, and I just want to say good morning to everyone who is tuning to the Mid-Morning Buzz.
All right. I'm assuming you had a great weekend and you're looking forward towards a productive week, all of you?
Absolutely. My weekend was well rested. Oh. What about yours?
It was pretty good. So you didn't go to the event or nothing on Sunday over the weekend? You stayed home?
No. I actually went. It was very good. I enjoyed myself.
Great. Nice to know that, man. So, we head on with the fact today. This morning we're going to be talking about some of the products that's available, and today we're going to have our focus is going to basically be on the garden tools that you have available down at the Wireman's house. And there are probably listeners and viewers out there right now who are probably get into farming. And, they've been thinking, where could I get certain tools that I need that will come in handy in terms of me, taking care of my that plot of land that I have or that little backyard, garden that I have. And I need that proper tools to take care of those stuff. So, and it's available at the Wireman's house. So let's kick it off with some of the tools that are available. Let me give a small description of it, and let's just folks know about what's available within the Wireman's house so that they certainly can head on down and have that taken care of in terms of getting that particular product that they need.
Absolutely, GT. But before I barge into the tools, I just want to let people know, the general public know, we are experiencing some technical difficulties with our landline. However, you can call us on 449-5577 or 458-5577. So I'll repeat that again. We are experiencing some technical difficulties with our landline. So if you're calling and you're not getting us, you can call us on 458-5577 or 449-5577. All right. So yes, GT. So now we are entering. We are in the dry season, right? And of course, we know within a couple of weeks or month or so, the rainy season is on, and that is a time when farmers normally, get their hands in the ground, dig up and prepare for the plantation, right? So I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, as you would have mentioned, not aware that we have these garden tools here at the Wireman's house. So for example, we have the fork, and we all know the fork is very important for digging and getting all the nutrients up to prepare for your plantation. We also have the spade, right? So for the spade users, we have the spade available here at the Wireman's house. We also have the shovel, which is very important as well, right? So, we are preparing farmers and also homeowners, GT, because, most homeowners, they have the little backyard and, we planting stuff. And it is very important, we know when we plant our own stuff, it's organic. Right? So, it's very important to start your own little backyard farming.
And it comes across handy too in terms of having your own tools. You don't always have to be running across by the neighbor, let me a fork, let me a spade. You understand? You could have Absolutely. That your own personal tools by heading down to the Wireman house and actually getting whatever you need right there.
Correct. We also have the share, which is very important. For people who have their fence, and you have the bougainvillea plant, they have a lot of prickers in it, and you need the share to prune it up and have it shaped nicely. We have the share as well, and that share has been going very well. So for those of you out there who is tuned in to the Mid-Morning Buzz and you're looking for your share for that particular purpose, you can head to the Wireman's house and get it. And for those who normally who into like roses and have like small plants and you need to prune them, we also have the pruner as well.
All right.
So all these small little items, you can get them here at the Wyman's house.
All right, it's interesting to know that because there are folks who and I'm sure you have driven around and you see folks who have that that fence and stuff around their house and it's neatly cutted and stuff like that and the tools of that head shear, that's where it comes in really handy in terms of getting that perfect cut and the design that you would like it. That way it comes in, so it's available at the Wireman's house.
Correct, GT. And for those of you who are looking for the buckets, and we just don't have a regular bucket. This bucket is very durable and it comes with the measurement inside. So for example, if you want to measure your water or your soil, it have a measurement inside, so you can just pour the amount that you want and that will give you the correct measurement. So we also have buckets available here at the Wireman's house. And it's important to, you store water. So you always have your water filled with your bucket in the event that you have to water your plants and all these other stuff.
All right. So you say that the buckets do have a measurement level within it. So if I need, let's say I need a gallon of water, I could actually measure it and know that I'm giving them. Some folks who may need to use, maybe in not what should I say, probably how can I put it? How can I describe it for you this morning? I may need to put some fertilizer in a bucket, and they said, make sure you put a certain amount of fertilizer at a particular level. That bucket can certainly help you with that, and that's available at the Wireman's house.
Correct, GT. And I like how you mentioned the fertilizer. That is very important. Important when measuring to put the
appropriate amount. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right.
I like how you touch on that. Very good. And also we have the nozzle. In the event that your nozzle go bad, we have the replacement, and also we have the female connectors and the male connectors. Sometimes you may have your hose and you might have a damaged part and you cut that off. We have the connector for that also.
All right, and I'm assuming there's also the appropriate sizes, because sometimes the nozzles come in different sizes. Sometimes I do dabble around with it. Sometimes we need a 1/2-inch nozzle or a 5/8 nozzle. Am I right about that?
Yes, at this point we have the 1/2 inch.
The 1/2 inch is available right now. I understand that because sometimes depending on the size of the hose you have, you need that particular size. So the 1/2 inch is available right now at the Wireman's house. Happy to know that. So once again, folks, don't forget you can head on down to the Wireman's house. There is the forks, the spade, the shovels, the hedge shears. That's of course, Ms. Duncan did mention that. And something that I think I missed hearing you speak about it. That bypass pruner. Tell us about that.
That is basically that you will normally use that to cut your roses.
Mm-hmm.
Say like a rose farm, a rose garden, you have little plants in your back and you just want to give them that little cut. Nothing too heavy. That is not too a lot of heavy work. The shear is merely designed for that one, but the pruner is merely for the small little snips and pieces.
So to get you that kind of precise cutting that you need, that you doesn't go over the cutting too much.
Absolutely.
All right, great. And that's just the tip of the iceberg in terms of some of the garden tools that's available down at the Wireman's house. Have we missed out on anything that's probably you've been out of stock of and have been replenished in terms of garden tools that you probably missed in this segment?
Yes, so GT, we would have had our cultivator and we would have had our rake, and all those sold out. But what I'm going to tell you is that time to come, we're going to expand our garden tools.
All right.
We're going to have a wider range in garden tools. And, of course, my voice is here. So whenever that is on, I will let the general public know.
And it's happy to know that, because sometimes folks may misinterpret the name. We're saying the Wireman's house, so we practically be thinking, well, we only talking about electrical appliances and so forth, but the Wireman house do carry other products also.
Absolutely. Yeah. And of course, a lot of construction is going on. So guys, if you're looking for your meter center, we have in stock. You can get your 2-way, your 3-way, and also your 4-way. We also have split panels, right? You can get your 9, your 12, your 14, and you can also get a 24-way split panel. If you're looking for your surface and your flush panel, we have all those panels available. Also, we have the breaker to suit them. And, if you're looking for your cables, we have all cables in stock. We're single cable, your ECC, your flex, your armored, and of course, if you're looking for your conduits, your trunking, your couplings, even your AC unit, we have it available here at the Wireman's house.
Interesting to know that, because so all they simply have to do is set on down. And you did mention from when we started, just for the concept of time, you did mention that your landline is down. Maybe you want to repeat that number again, just so that the folks who are listening, someone may be just listening and just heard we talk about the various garden tools that are available, and they probably missed the number. You want to repeat that for them once again?
Yes, guys. So the number to call is 449-5577 or 458-5577. And for those of you who are now joining, if you're looking for your garden tools, you can get your fork, your spade, your shear, your shovel, your nozzle, your durable bucket. We all have it here at the Wireman's house. And of course, many other items. I always tell people at the Wireman's house, we are known for quality products at affordable prices. And, we have a friendly staff here, always awaits you, and you're paying, just head to the Wireman's house.
All right. Ms. Duncan, I want to thank you so much for sharing the products that's available. And of course, we of course kept our attention a lot on the garden products that's available today, tools that is available today at the Wireman. So I want to thank you once again. Next week, we will certainly share more information with another, of course, in terms of products that's available at the Wireman. So I want to thank you a whole lot. I want to wish you and your staff a happy day today. All the best.
Absolutely, GT. Thanks for having me.
All right. Hey, folks, that's how we wrap up with the Wireman's House for today. I want to thank Ms. Duncan once again for being with us this morning, sharing, of course, about the tools. We spoke a lot about garden tools that's available down at the Wireman's House. Next week, we're probably going to be focusing on a different set of products that's available down there. Until then, have yourself a good one for being with us here on the Mid-Morning Buzz. That's where I say goodbye.